The next presentation is very close to my heart. I'm married into a Persian family, and the events of September 2022 and thereafter have affected my near and dear ones tremendously. I was born in free India. My constitutional rights to freedom of speech and many other basic human rights were just a given. The sheer injustice of what the people in Iran have suffered and continue to suffer is beyond imagination. In seeing the far-reaching repercussions firsthand, I have grown not just as an artist and a choreographer, but also as a human being.
The dance you're about to see was first presented as a video production, choreographed by our very own Joyce Paul Siamak. Joyce and Siamak reached out to a few of us with all the going on in Iran and really wanted to do something. We brainstormed. We wanted to do it through art. Joyce is a dancer, a choreographer extraordinaire, and a perfectionist. Gauri is not a dancer, does not have the moves, but was moved by the cause, moved enough to want to participate in this dance. Awkwardness out the window, because I told myself, this is not just a performance, it's an act of solidarity. And dancers, non-dancers, everyone, we all came together and powered through, focused on the cause, under the gentle guidance of the very patient Joyce.
For the world premiere of Baraye, we wanted to be inclusive and include anyone who cared about the Women.Life.Freedom movement. Working with just humans and not necessarily dancers was a very gratifying experience for me. As you will hear the song, every 8 beats is a different idea and a different huge problem in Iran. Not having enough measures between ideas was a whirlwind of artistic movements in my body and in my mind. I'm very excited to present a whole new set of dancers for this rendition of Baraye. We present to you the Scarf Core Dance Collective. Come on in, guys.
My story with this piece started with the premiere of the original Scarf Baraye video. What really impacted me was not the choreography, the music, or the video at all, but the conversations and memories it provoked. From those who shared, I learned a new experience that I have never had to live, a fear and emotion I have never had to think of, and ambitions and expressions I've never had to suppress or be realistic about. I can walk into a classroom, and my biggest worry is being cold called, not gassed. In that, I see both my privilege and my responsibility to share and amplify the voices of people in Iran. And I'm doing that in the best way I can, through dance, which is why I've decided to participate in this showcase. Thank you.
This song was written and sung by Sherman Hajipur in response to the death of Masa Amini, who was arrested for wearing her hijab improperly. She died shortly afterwards in police custody, presumably because of their brutality. After her death, many people started posting on Twitter about their reasons for wanting change in Iran. All these tweets started with the word for, or Baraye. Hajipur then compiled several of these tweets to use as lyrics for the song. He was arrested less than 24 hours after its release and was forced to remove it from the internet. Since this song is sung in Farsi, we will now provide English translations along with some accompanying movements which you will be seeing throughout the piece. These movements are based on the classical Indian dance form of Bharatanatyam, but have been modified. For the freedom of dancing freely on the streets. For the fear of kissing your lover on the streets. For my sister, your sister, our sisters. For changing the stale, rotten minds of the backward-thinking government and their fanatic supporters.
For the shame and sorrow of not having money to provide for your family. For the wistful longing and yearning for a normal life. For the scavenger kid rummaging through garbage who asked, "What is a wish?" For the forced, artificial, and ordered economy that makes everyday life a miserable struggle.
For the polluted air and the poison we breathe every day. For the dying, withering trees of the once beautiful and green Valley Estra Street. For the Persian cheetah Peruz, who is in imminent danger of extinction. For the innocent dogs that are not just forbidden, but are slaughtered by the state.
For the never-ending tears. For yearning to relive our past happy days and for the dream of reminiscing about precious moments in history. For the day that our profile pictures are smiling pictures of ourselves, filled with laughter and not protest avatars. For all the students and their brighter future.
For the forced idea of heaven. For the intellectuals, philosophers, and visionaries who are forcibly imprisoned and routinely tortured. For the immigrant Afghani children who fight for inclusion and basic human rights. For so many other unique fours or Barayes.
For all the compulsory, empty slogans that school children are obligated to recite. For the flimsy houses that collapse on people and leave them shelterless. for wanting the feeling of peace and tranquility in life. For the bright, hopeful sun after a long, dark night.
For the psychotic meds and insomnia, the stress and the sleeplessness. For humankind, our homeland, and its prosperity. For all the girls who, at least once, wistfully wished they were boys. For woman, life, freedom.
برای توی کوچه رقصیدن، برای ترسیدن به وقت بوسیدن، برای خواهرم، خواهرت، خواهرامون، برای تغییر مغزها که پوسیدن، برای شرمندگی، برای بیپولی، برای حسرت یک زندگی معمولی، برای کودک زباله‌گرد و آرزوهاش، برای این اقتصاد دستوری، برای این هوای آلوده، برای ولیعصر و درختای فرسوده، برای پیروز و احتمال انقراضش، برای سگهای بیگناه ممنوعه، برای گریه های بیوقفه، برای تصویر تکرار این لحظه، برای چهره ای که میخنده، برای دانش آموزا، برای آینده، برای این بهشت اجباری، برای نخبه های زندانی، برای کودکان افغانی، برای این همه برای غیر تکراری، برای این همه شعارهای تو خالی، برای آوار خونه های پوشالی، برای احساس آرامش، برای خورشید پس از شبای طولانی، برای قرصای اعصاب و بیخوابی، برای مرد میهن آبادی، برای دختری که آرزو داشت پسر بود، برای زن زندگی آزادی.